eating them mushrooms. Ah, who am I kidding? You've probably guessed by now that I have installed a mod that allows shaders to take place in my Minecraft experience. So here I am in lovely Caledon Cubidon, the big city, standing on top of the Nether portal, as a matter of fact, using one of the more novelty shaders. This one is a kind of acid shader that uses a sine function to twist the terrain up and down, so you feel like you're cruising along on the improbability drive. Hi Des. Now also I've updated the Lithos texture pack, including a luminous version, which is why everything looks kind of reddish, and not just because of the particular shaders that I'm using. It's all terribly exciting. So for this first 7 minutes something, I might as well talk about what I think of shaders at this point in time. I think they're kind of fun from what I've seen. I mean, this one's particularly fun. I mean, there are shader packs out there that allow you to have cell shading. There are those that allow you to make really wonderful screenshots. There are those that wave the grass and leaf blocks as well, which is all very nice. I believe there are ones that also change colour slightly, but enough of this one. Let's go with the Paolo's lagless shaders, which, as you can see, are a lot brighter. It's not easy to see, I believe, or would believe, if... No, it doesn't look like they do. I can't remember now. Some of them add a little perturbation to the view of tree blocks and things. Others don't. Paolo's is good because it gives you reflective water, but it doesn't have that annoying yellowish tint to the light. So obviously I'm still standing on top of the how should I put this? I can't even remember what I was saying at the time. And I'm talking to the governor. He owns Caledon Cubidon. He runs Caledon Cubidon. And most importantly, that used to be a shack, and now it's got a dirty great tower on top of it. Oh, good heavens. Yeah, here's a little zombie. Hello, little zombie. You can't get me, little zombie. One of these days I'm going to have a serious go at the latest builds, which are getting close to 1.8, which is really exciting. There's the Nether portal. I've actually created a Nether portal to Eccleston. I suppose if I wanted to, which I don't actually, because I'm playing around with shaders obviously with this. Absolutely lovely things, shaders. I've actually got a quite neat. Here we go. Let's go with Sonic Ether's Unbelievable Shaders. This is what the SEUS stands for, and Sonic Ether's is pretty much the industry standard. And as you can see, it puts a yellowish glow on all the glowing block things, and also does love. Ooh, that's a bit crazy. There's a zombie out there. I'm just going to walk away and leave him alone. But obviously, when you're moving, changing shaders, sometimes things don't work out right. Hence, you get the squirming chest over there. So let's. Is there actually a zombie out there? Yeah, there is. I don't really care. Maybe what I need to do is make an enchanting table in Eccleston. But right now I have a really, really big. Oh, it's part of the southwest point now. Super fun. Define super. So that's Hank's townhouse. It's somebody else's place. And that looks like an exit to the outside, I believe. Yep. And you'll notice that all the doors here have gates in front of them. That stops creepy crawlies from doing creepy crawly things to the doors and breaking them. So I'll just close everything off here. As I waddle off. And dawn is breaking, and you can see the... it's not easy to see the way I'm wobbling around, but... the leaf blocks are wobbling like jelly, so are the grass blocks. Must be getting pretty close to daylight. I'm waiting to hear the merry sound of any passing zombies catching fire, which is always very nice. I like zombies catching fire, and you can see the shadows are starting to appear. When you're running around on the surface of the overworld, you get these lovely moonlight and sunlight shadows. And also you can see there's a bit of a skybox in this one. So what was that? A purple creeper. It's a purple creeper. I've never seen a purple creeper before. Go away, purple creeper. You horrible purple creeper. And he's dead. There's a dead creeper. There's a dead zombie. And he's hit me on fire. Die. You horrible, nasty, burning on fire, zombie, dead thing. I might do a public service and actually try and rationalise all that lighting around there. So I think Hank might have made a lot of this road. Seems to be going dead east, which is up with Eccles. What the heck was that? Might have been a burning zombie, not quite sure. So as I'm toddling along, and witch, and I don't get it. No, blimey, that witch is a proper dead-eyed dickhead, isn't it? And here comes the governor! Saved by the governor! Whack, whack! And I'm still getting hit by... So I need a fish. Though also you can see that I'm having a bit of a frame rate drop because now the computer's having to do a lot more processing. After all, this is a fully dynamic world and it has to calculate things as they go along. So I can see a lot of roading, and my next trick I think is going to be building a road off to Eccleston. If I remember correctly, about this time, I'm still waiting for the effects to die off, the slowness. I think he's going to go off and try and find a... Yeah, that's right, he went off to try and find a stronghold, and it was about this time that I got called away for tea. So pretty soon, well, we're going to head off here. I mean, you can see what this is one of the big things with shaders, and it's good if you're above ground or in direct sun or moonlight. But other than that, it's eye candy, but it's fun eye candy, isn't it? In any case, I've just been called away, so I'm just securing myself. Meanwhile. And one transition later, we're in the nether, you can tell. You can see netherrack earlier on. There's a nether gate, and there's lava behind glass. Oh, it was fun trying to make that lava light, I suppose you could call it, yes. Yep, this is the nether side of the portal to Eccleston. Yes, I finally got around to working out the coordinates and getting some more obsidian and herring off. So a simple matter actually. I just dug sideways quite a distance, and then I ended up going upwards a bit further than I really needed to, I suppose, to get around some lava. So here we are. And there's the original portal I came out of, Calidus Wadelix one. Don't know why he's got this jungle theme going on. It's getting rather exciting. In any case, here we are. We're out in these caverns, and I'm getting lagged, as you can tell. Whoa! Stop that. Naughty lag. In any case, this cavern is obviously one that he's punched a hole through. There's the ladder to the top. So up we go, because up is a good direction to go in. And there we are in his, well, he's actually in a roof forest, as you can see, but it's his jungle hut. So you can see there's this chicken coop, I think, on the back, and there's this mysterious structure in the middle. All very exciting. Yeah, now one of the things I've always thought would be good for shaders is if you could have stencil shading from point lights, but then you look at some place like this, which has just got candles, well, torches everywhere. Let's turn this on and see what happens, eh? I hope it doesn't spawn monsters on me. Ooh, jungle drums. listen to them. Jungle drums. Jungle drums. The drums they call them. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Would it be kind of fun to have stencil shading from candles and such, but that would probably kill most computers. Yep, it's chicken pit. If it was doing stencil shading from, I'll put this in it off, every single torch or jack-o'-lantern or glowstone or lava block that was visible. So he's got elevated granaries, fields in the sky. Really done a good job here. Oh, carrots now. Carrots. And melons and pumpkins. So I wonder if I can shall we say borrow a carrot or two or three or four? Well, I only need one really, and I can plant that and grow some more, hopefully. Okay, so that looks like nice and ripe, so let's get one. Hopefully there'll be 2 carrots out of this. Oh, what? Just one? Well, that's not good. Oh, I better be polite and put it back. Let's try this one. And let's pull them up. I mean, there's more than one carrot there, you can tell. Yoink. 1 carrot. Oh dear, no carrots. 4 Eccles, alas, in like a day. Which is a big bottoms. I can't remember what I was looking there for. Yes, I'm still wearing chainmail pants that I scored off some, I think I scored some pants, chainmail off some skeleton or other. You can see the night sky over here. So, with Sonic Ether's shaders, you get a sort of bluish tint to the light at night. And, oh that's right, I was trying to figure out where Mr. Wadeleg is, and I think he's actually a bit southeast of me. I think. I can't remember because I can't see what the in the preview what the coordinates were, which is all very well and good. Now, now, of course, I can show these coordinates with complete impunity because this is a private server. I'm not going to tell you how to get in. All I will say, it is private to members of the independent state of Caledon, and if you have membership in that fine group and are a trusted member, as you can see, looking around, great tall wooden walls. Let's turn on pale shaders for a bit of a performance boost. Problem is though, power shaders are kind of washy-outy. You can see how things are really close to becoming almost full bright shading here, which is kind of annoying. So anyway, time to go down the ladder again. Down the ladder we go. Whoops, come back here. Wink. Oopsie daisy. Let's go back to Eccleston, shall we? And we'll take the express route. But at the same time, one of my projects that I'm making is an overland road. I've got plenty of. Here we are, to Eccleston. Eccleston, oh Eccleston. Did I move that? Yeah, and if I went straight ahead, I'd enter. It's like I was trying to think of something. So we keep chugging along until we reach the step. And now we can see the new lithos lava texture. And sure enough, ta-da! Here he is. It's dawn is breaking. So I'll have to fix it, I suppose. And this is the hastily erected nethery that I constructed, and you might notice something strange about the church here, because yes, it was a church in this village. You'll notice it is now almost entirely made of hardened clay, with some nice quartz pillars and stained glass windows in pink and yellow and just plain white, and they look lovely because I'm using the luminous add-on pack to Lithos, which also explains a bit why traditionally, particularly with Sonic Ether's shaders, things look kind of yellow or even reddish. And the sun is rising, so let's go upstairs. I've got to replace the those stone steps and things with quartz ones, because unfortunately with coloured clay, look at those shadows and they're lovely. My town, Eccleston. Oh, Eccleston. See my shadow there, looking gorgeous. So while we're here, I'll just make it look better. Back to Sonic Ether. Ta-da! I mean, particularly in the rain, Sonic Ether's really done an incredible job. Now you can see it looks a lot starker and a lot more spectacular. Now, my plan, and this is what I'm going to do, I am going to replace and expand every building, but I'm going to do them all in white hardened clay walls, because cobblestone is just so last year. So with the exception of a few well, possibly with the exception of a few buildings, or even the foundations, I might put a jack-o'-lantern in there at some stage. Everything here is going to be sort of Spanish style, flat roofed and white. I actually made a creative map and constructed a design for it, and I really like what I was doing, because instead of having just flat roofs, the roofs are going to be gardens. So instead of having villagers running around and trampling on the melons and the pumpkins and the potatoes and the wheat and the what do you call them, and the carrots, if I can never get some, it would just be a matter of climbing onto the roof and ladders. In fact, for all I know, I might even make little overbridges that connect all the buildings. I'm not quite sure, but oh, it does look nice. I mean, I remember going on an expedition that took about 4 days to collect stacks and stacks of clay blocks, and cooking down some netherrack for nether brick. What I might do, I'm not quite sure about this, but I can think of things to do. Now, one of the things, and I mentioned that before, I think, was that the luminous texture pack has a kind of reddish tinge to quaint light sources, over and above what Sonic Ether's do. I'm not particularly fond of it, but, well, it's evidently what the people want and the people like. Seem to be looking for something. I don't know what I was looking for, but oh, it might have been, that's right, quartz, because I need to get some more quartz. There are other villages that I want to make, so have I got enough quartz? I'm not entirely sure. I seem to, but quartz can be rather difficult to find and kind of tricksy, so I'm obviously looking for things. What do I need? Oh, that's right, I've run out of I broke my iron pickaxe. So one of these days I'm going to add more chests in here, because this is going to be a storeroom, and I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I'll just have one wall that is white clay and looks nice. I mean, it is a bit sad that, but then again, it would make things enormously complicated if you could have hardened clay steps, hardened clay half slabs. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Now what? I can't remember why I want iron railings, unless I was intending to do something. Pink glass. It looks a lot different when you haven't got the luminous add-on pack attached to Lithos. So let's go back inside. Oh, think I can't remember what exactly I was thinking of making that stuff. I've still got it, I believe. Well, that's right. So diamond pick time, because and I actually got injured. So set off. Yeah, because I remember getting injured because there wasn't enough headspace when I jumped out of the portal. So, speaking of jump, boink, there you go. That should about do it. Now I've got, I'm okay for both sides. So let's go back into the nether, shall we? And here we are, ta-da! Now, I want to dig, oh, I can't dig through a nether portal, too bad. Okay, do that. So what am I going to do? Oh, right. If you can't dig through it, we'll dig around it. Oh yeah, I remember being quite surprised when but also this way I can okay, so I don't think we need those again, do we? So, because you can after all. So what I'll do is just try and find quartz by digging this way. But also, digging into the dark like this allows me to show off something else that Sonic Ether's shaders do, which is kind of neat. As you can see, can you see a thing? I can't see a thing. It's getting pretty dark in here. Yeah, if you're holding a light source in with Sonic Ether's shaders involved, it lights up your day, which is actually pretty bloody useless because it doesn't stop monsters from spawning, and of course if you're holding a light source you can't actually you know, fight back. But anyway, let's talk about something else, shall we? Let's go to Noirland. Okay, so here we are back in lovely Noirland, and I have actually taken off the Luminous Lithos add-on pack because I was getting a bit tired of the reddish tint it gives to all the firelights and things, point light sources. It actually brings me to a thought. One of the things that would be really, really cool for just looking around, making sure there's no greeblies about to go greebly all over me, is stencil shading for nearby torches and lava and stuff. Except I can imagine that would really bog down a computer, say in the nether or in a heavily torchlit emplacement. I mean, how many do you need? In any case, whoops, I just went too far. I just want to show you what's happened to my very first hidey hole, which was in these extreme hills. I sort of crept up here and I thought it'd be nice to have a cliffside vista. So where that gate is used to be just a hole in the... Hello chicken. Just a hole. Now I've dug it out and put in a well because I wanted a village, and I thought that I could just use traditional Minecraft mechanics in which if you build the doors, lots of doors, eventually villagers will just spawn out of nowhere. That doesn't happen anymore as I understand it. So I've actually got quite a bit of work to do creating this cliffside village sort of thing. So I've built some shacks and this underground church with a big iron block for an altar, and of course there's the priest's hole, and there's even a little trapdoor upstairs so that we can just sneak out without having to go around and about as you do. Now, if you wonder why I've got all the buckets of water, I'll show you. I've got to put some glass in there. Yes, lots of buckets. As we go downstairs, I'm going to excavate and add another batch of homes. This big tall pillar here, by the way, is actually what was supposed to be the village well. And I'm currently embarked on a program of actually filling this well with water. So there we go, splish sploosh. A little while later, I finally managed to get back up. So I'll just scoop that out again because I've got plans for that stuff. But now I can effectively fill up all my buckets at once, and I don't have to keep wandering off to find another water source. So what am I going to do here? Well, I was thinking of having some metal gratings so that you could see the water going slishity slosh around. We'll just put that dirt block back. There we go. Bing. Lovely. Yeah, what I'd like to see in shaders is probably pretty much impossible. So let's see about breaking blocks and oh, that's an interesting effect. Look at that. It's like a mirror. Neat. Have I got the right ones? Yep. So I'm gonna swim out here. Swimming. Maybe I don't need the... Yeah, I probably will actually need the iron railings, otherwise the villagers are going to go for a swim in the wrong way. Now I have to populate that water. I think it's kind of neat. It really is. Really kind of neat. Where are we? Oh, yeah. Whoops. Alright, that's okay. Just a matter of putting some, probably am actually okay here, so what I'll do is, I'll see about, will I put it in the, yeah, I think I'll put it in the gratings now, and then I'm going to do the same thing around the other side, I reckon. Oh, somebody wants to TP to me, I don't know why. I think it's something to do with, whoops, put that one, I've recessed that one a bit too far. Still, I can always, and I hit the wrong thing. No, I hit the right thing. Now, I just put that there, and it's actually going to look, that looks neat. Okay, let's go upstairs and find out what this turkey wants, eh? Isn't this looking spectacular? Here he comes. TP accept. Hey, just some of here go crunch. Oh, particles everywhere. Sparkles anyway, sparkle he goes. Hello Zartan. I'm sure there's a very good reason for you sparkling all over me. Sparkle you go. I mean, very nice. So one of these, I'm going to have to go to the Noirland store and buy some eggs. So shadows, yeah, shadows and things. And as you can see, I'm still beavering away. Just been doing some adjustments, and there it is, the sunset over the desert, shining straight into my cliffside village. Munch. And of course you can see the shadow of the railway, the Eccles coaster, which kind of looks neat. Yeah, I don't know, I think I'll probably keep noodling around with shaders for a while, just to get some pretty pictures. But in any case, this is the famous Eccles signing off for a long delayed number 9. How you been doing?